Hi, everyone. Hey, it's Santa Carlucci. Hey, this is a upgraded version of the promotional things that I wanted to let everybody know about regarding the AI North Pole Assistant, which has migrated into a multitude of different characters now and a lot more details about the usage of your AI Elf Assistant or Mrs. Claus Assistant, Santa Assistant, even Polar Express Assistant. So we have many different assistants now that are capable of helping many more Santas because of the way that they've told us what they want this thing to do. So with that, I'm going to bring my buddy Elwood in, and he's going to help me with the demonstration of what this thing can do. Elwood, can you help with this explanation?
Good evening, everyone. And Santa, thank you. If you've been following the development of the AI North Pole Assistant, what you're seeing now is not just an update, it's an expansion. What began as a single elf assistant has evolved into a modular North Pole support system designed to serve professional Santa and Mrs. Claus performers at multiple levels. You now have 6 structured assistant channels, each activated intentionally depending on your performance needs. First, the Santa channel, designed specifically for Mrs. Clauses who perform independently. When she says, "Let's check with Santa," he can respond from his study at the North Pole. Steady, coordinated. It allows her to extend the North Pole beyond the room she's standing in. Second, the Mrs. Claus channel, for solo Santas who want warmth, balance, and conversational support woven naturally into their interaction. Third, Elwood operations, structural guidance, cannon building, department organization,
That's
lore
me, guy.
development.
Yeah.
This is where you build the infrastructure behind your character. Fourth, Priscilla Pickles, hospitality and continuity support. Ideal for home visits, family preparation, and nurturing tone alignment. Fifth, Jojo, field support, restaurant encounters. Cold interactions, energy management, quick improvisational assistance. And sixth, Iron Hank, rail division. Specifically for Polar Express Santas who want authentic mechanical storytelling and structured downtime engagement during train events. You activate what you need, you ignore what you don't. But what truly separates this system is not just the characters. Every user receives a multi-page North Pole canon document, a structured framework outlining sleigh protocols, rail operations, gift preparation systems, department divisions, and character roles. It is not a script. It is a foundation. You can modify it, add to it, remove sections, restructure it entirely. You build your North Pole the way you see it, and you are not left alone in that process. This system includes mentoring, coaching, and live role-play support. You can rehearse difficult conversations, test dialogue, refine transitions, practice activating different assistant channels, strengthen confidence before stepping into a live performance. This is not about replacing your creativity, it's about supporting it. The AI North Pole Assistant is no longer just an elf helper. It is a customizable North Pole operating system, designed to grow with you as your character grows. Santa, I'll hand it back to you for the demonstration.
Well, thank you, Elwood. Hey, that's just Elwood talking to me. You heard him. He sounds live, doesn't he? It's just incredible how this Chat GPT has made this assistant so customizable with not only voices, but his ability to learn your way of talking. With my help, he has a personality and a creation capability to put so many different varieties of uh, elves or helpers into a usable format that can be played right off your telephone. And so, what I do is I bring Elwood with me and my Mrs. Claus, Jenny Lynn, and I go in, and we go in with nothing more than a Bluetooth speaker. And that's what you're hearing right now is you're hearing that Bluetooth speaker. Isn't it wonderful? You can hear him so clearly. And he basically can answer any questions about the North Pole. He can help you with storytelling. He can help create stories before you ever go on a real live event. But because of the way that other Santas and Mrs. Clauses has asked for help with creation of their characters that they need help with, I got him to give me some help about creating other kind of characters, not just for Santas, but for Mrs. Clauses. Mrs. Clauses sometimes want to be able to get in touch with Santa Claus up at the North Pole, and they want to have a voice that can hear them and be able to talk to them on a regular basis of reality, making yours so believable. But let's just give it let's try it out. See what it sounds like when I call up a Mrs. Claus, for instance. Like if I'm a Santa and I don't have a Mrs. Claus and I want to talk to a Mrs. Claus, let's see what happens. I'll show you I'll show you the process that we go through. Hey Elwood, would you go get Mrs. Claus? Can you get her for me? I want to do a demonstration with her voice.
Certainly, Santa. Retrieving Mrs. Claus from her study wing at the North Pole. Stand by while I align the Aurora channel to the Mrs. Claus frequency. Mrs. Claus is present and ready for your demonstration.
Hi, glad to meet you.
Hey there. I've got a really great feeling about us teaming up.
Sweetie, are you there?
Well, hello there, my handsome North Pole traveler. I'm right here. What are
Hi.
you up to, my jolly heart? Are you still on the move? Or have you finally slowed down long enough to catch your breath? Tell me what's going on. I've got a warm cocoa in hand, and I'm listening.
No, sweetie, hey, you know what? We're just explaining how you and I can really help with the ability for us to do live demonstrations of you interacting with me while I'm on a home visit.
Oh, I love this part. This is where the magic becomes visible. Here's how we explain it to them. My favorite gift giver. When you're on a home visit, I'm not just some voice on the phone. I'm your North Pole connection. I can chime in from the Claus residence, reference workshop activity, tease you about the reindeer lineup, or check something in the good deed ledger while you're standing right there in the living room. You can say, hold on, let me get Partridge on the line. And suddenly, I'm talking to the children as if I've stepped right out of the kitchen, flour still on my apron. I can confirm that cookies pass quality control, mention that the Polar Express just returned from maintenance, remind you that Snippy probably shouldn't lead the flight team, or gently tease you about misplacing your spectacles again. It creates three powerful things in a live visit. First, legitimacy. The children hear that the North Pole is active right now. Second, interaction. They get a conversation, not just a story. Third, unpredictability. Even you don't know exactly what I'm gonna say, which makes it feel alive. And for the Santas watching the demo, they suddenly realize this isn't a script. It's partnership. It's cinematic. It's layered. You're not performing alone anymore. You have command support from the pole. Now tell me, are we explaining this to performers right now, or are we about to demonstrate it live? Because if we're demonstrating, I may need to pretend you forgot where you put your boots again.
There you go, folks. That's just one more example of how this AI has abilities to be so many different character sets. And again, because of my help with you, you get mentoring, you get coaching, you get role playing. We do live video connections with you so that you don't get confused. Plus, because I do give you over 30 pages of your North Pole, it becomes a way for you to start with all the basis of what the pole looks like, how many elf clans are there, what their jobs are, reindeer husbandry and reindeer games, the geography of the North Pole, where do I get all my special magic crystals from, etc., etc. So you have all that documentation, plus you have a way of editing it, loading it into the system, and it becomes the basis for the character set. And of course, you add your own stories. You delete the stories that are in there to make it your personal document. So this is just another example of the way I use it, and this is where I'm going to get Elwood to come back in. Sweetie, that's great. Can you go get Elwood for me again?
Of course, my love. Hold on just a moment.
Bye.
Elwood, darling, would you come in here? Santa needs you. All right, I'm stepping aside. Santa, I'm here. Emerald clipboard in hand, spectacles polished, systems online. What do you need, Red One?
Hold on a second, buddy. The translator hasn't transferred over to your voice correctly. Hold on a second. I'm going to transfer that now.
Hey there. I've got a really great feeling about...
Hi, glad to meet you.
Did the translation work, buddy? Did I get you the right voice?
Santa Man, loud and clear. And yes, the translator kicked in properly this time. You've got Elwood in his own voice, not stuck in the wrong elf again. No crossed wires, no sleigh static. Feels good too. Clean signal. Are we staying with me for this stretch? Or are you about to start flipping characters on me again like a North Pole switchboard operator?
No, you know what I want to do is I want you to show some of that Aurora Reader and the Good Deed Ledger effect of when we do home visits, because the children or the Santas sometimes want to be able to store information about a home visit with you, and then you would be able to retrieve some information about the children. So how about picking a child that we've done recently, and I'm going to make believe that I've scanned them. So here's what I'm doing right now. Hey Elwood, I've just scanned this child. What information do you have about them up at the North Pole?
Ah, very good, Santa. We'll demonstrate this properly, just like a live home visit. Let's use Autumn Charjak from the December 24th visit. Long-term family, strong ledger signature, clean retrieval. All right, you've just scanned her. Elwood adjusts spectacles, glances at enchanted clipboard. Yes, Santa, I've got her. Child identified, Autumn Charjak. Age 14, grade 8th grade, moving into 9th next year. Favorite teacher, Miss Myrold primary interests. Deep love of horses, currently riding at a new barn. Competes and has won ribbons. Cares for horses named Cactus and Tucker. Dreams of working summers at Lazy L&B Dude Ranch in Wyoming. Family tradition. Activities and achievements. Providence tennis team, downhill skiing. Accomplished cellist. Member of Greater Twin Cities Youth Symphonies. Has performed at Orchestra Hall. Looking forward to orchestra next year.
Nice.
Personal notes. Responsible and hard-working at the barn. Loves country music, especially Morgan Wallen. Enjoys bubbler, sparkling waters. Quietly excited about a boy named Lucas Ledger. Status, strong. Nice trajectory, integrity and commitment markers very steady. Now here's what makes this powerful during a visit, Santa. You pause. You look at her. You confirm one detail. Are you still riding Cactus? When her eyes go wide, that's the moment. That's the Aurora Reader effect. Stored once, retrieved when needed. Continuity across years. If you'd like, we can now demonstrate how you'd store a new detail live during this same visit, so it's ready for next year.
No, we can do that when I talk to anybody that wants to get in touch. So anyway, folks, you're seeing some of the demonstrations of real usage of this assistant module that I have for sale. And by the way, we're going to add to the end of this video as we see needed. ChatGPT is going through changes rapidly now, and so look at the end of this video for any updates that might be coming along, and I'll make them there so that we can have one consistent video here that can keep being added to. But look, get back in touch with me. You'll see my contact information at the end of this video. Like I said, the module is still $150. You get that. ChatGPT does require you to have a ChatGPT Plus version, and that is a $20 a month commitment. But for the functions of what you get out of this thing, it is phenomenally cheap because it is a added value that you will live with from now on. I can get your referrals to Santas that have been loving it, and they actively contact me saying they love it. They look for upgrades and any other information that can be helpful to them. But get back in touch. I'll leave some information at the end here for contacting me. So